Welcome, everybody. This is the first episode in our brand new save with the Football Manager full update. The beta's over now. This is day one of Football Manager 23. Let me show you, if you didn't see yesterday's video, which team we're with now. So we have chosen Woking Football Club. Now, if you didn't, as I said, didn't see the video yesterday, I've chosen Woking because I'm a huge Mclaren F1 fan, and that is where they are based. So yeah, we've tried to connect a little bit of both worlds there to start this career mode. Now, I've literally just clicked on the screen, so kind of going to be a few basic things you need to get underway. You need to check our staff, our players, our tactics. So I'll show you all that as I get to grips with it, and hopefully we'll get through quite a bit of the transfer window, and we'll get onto the first game of the season. So I'm going to try something very wild and very different. I've never experienced this formation. I just kind of saw the players and it came to my head that this is what I'm going to try. It's wacky. It's wonderful. Let's see if we can make something work with it. But I've noticed there's a few positions where I'll need to just inquire about getting some depth. Not looked at the budgets yet, but just for planning. I think we need a centre back. We do have a few options, but we don't have really any ball playing defenders. We also need to look at a right wing back. We've got cover on the left, but not on the right. And then possibly our midfield positions. I want to focus on depth first, and then we'll maybe look at quality first team players after that. So just thought I'd give you guys the overview of our supporters profile. You can see it's a pretty general one. The core following is the biggest one there by quite a margin. Not much of an influence on the board, decent following on social media, and also our expectations. So I'll show you them in the next one. So here is our philosophy and our culture and our kind of expectations in the future. So we have to kind of stick with under 23 players. They don't want us to sign anyone over the age of 30. So we could get away with between that, but we can't be getting too many of them. We've got to work within the wage budget and grow the club's reputation. Those are two we'd probably be doing anyway. And here we go. It's the end of current season. So they want us to get national playoffs at least this year. They want us to make it properly into the FA Cup and the latter stages of the trophy. So cup wise, they have big expectations. We're just going to have to try our best once we've got a feel for the team. So I had space for one more coach, and it may not be the best ratings, and he's got such a low badge, but we can build him up. Adebayo Akinfenwa, aka The Beast, is a coach for Woking. I love this choice, and I'm so happy with it. Having a look at our players, we can see there's a lot of contracts we need to renew. We just need to be careful of if we get promotion. Once we're into the Sky Bet League 2, it's a whole different kettle of fish. And, we'll maybe look to offload players if they're only of National League quality. So we just got to get the right balance for these new contracts. So a little bit of a show and tell at the moment, where we've got three trialists at the moment, players that I think could potentially be really good signings. First one is here on screen, Una Obasi. I think that's how you pronounce it correctly. I'm looking at taking him in as a solid centre back that could be backup. Now, if we look at his heading and his jumping reach, a decent 6'4". That's what we kind of want from a centre back at this level. He is though 33, so I just wonder whether he will lose too much quality too quickly. Ultimately, it just depends how much he wants to take on for wages. If it's too much, I'll just leave it and we'll find someone else. But if I can get him to accept a reasonable amount, I think this could be a really good potential signing. Another player that I'm looking at here is Julian Sarmiento Ramirez. Now, I've butchered that, I can tell. He looks decent potential. He just lacks in certain areas. So we've taken him in, but I'm not sure if we are going to be using him. He is more preferably a winger rather than inside forward, so that's probably where we're going to probably maybe drop him for that reason, because his shooting's not the best. But I thought I'd take him on trial just to have a look at him anyway. Now, a player here that I am pretty excited to see if we can sign, Dwayne Sewell. Now, he is looking like a very decent advance forward for this level. His physicals aren't the best in certain areas, but they are still all round pretty decent. His mental attributes are really good. His determination is 17. That's really, really good for a player at this level, especially 18 years old as well. And then you look at his technical attributes, they are not the best. His passing is lacking, but he has decent dribbling and first touch, and that's kind of what I need at the moment. His composure as well is 10, so hopefully, even if his finishing is not quite up there, his composure can help him secure, or sorry, not secure, place those shots nicely and just keep himself well in check. So out of all of our trialists, we've only decided to sign Dwayne Sewell. His potential is so good. Look at that EFL League One standard potential. He's not far off the first team. He has some really decent stats. There is some cons to him. We'll just go over them. So you can see he has a competitive streak, which I'm not too bothered about. Aggression's always good. It's just mainly his area presence and his long shots that are a bit of lacking. But we've got ourselves set up to work the ball into the box, so I'm not so bothered about that at the moment. Would be really good though. We'll try and teach him around that, try and build him up on that. But yeah, it does say obviously best role attack and midfield right, but no, we're going to use him as a striker. Forgot to mention, actually, also signed Sam French, a potential goalkeeper. I'm actually, though, going to send him out on loan because we do have 3 now, and he can be made use of in a first team position where he can build up his ability quite quickly. So, to say I signed this guy purely on the basis of his name is too far from the truth. But he does have potential and he looks to be a decent enough centre back. So, it's not purely on the name. But we now have Sam Allardyce as a centre back. Just take that in. So, our first transfer with some actual budget. This is a player we have paid 14,000 for, Arthur Reed. You can already see he's a leading National League player. Great start to things, and he could potentially be up to League One. So he's a long-term signing. See, we got him from Stevenage, and we're just gonna put him straight in the squad. He's gonna be back up, especially with Rohan Ince looking like he's going to leave. He's talked about considering things at the end of his contract. Not much I can do with him. Potentially, we'll look to sell him on early, just to make sure we get some money out of him. I kind of think that might be the best option. Just worried about unsettling the squad. You can see as well with Arthur Reed, his value is already up to a possibility of 275,000. We paid less than his value as well. Minimum 28k. We paid 14. Obviously, there's some clauses in there, but yeah, potential was 21,000 at most. For the sound of this player, Tawanda Mutoti, he is just going to be a young prospect looking to come through. Just saw he had decent potential, and he was from Zimbabwe, which is quite an interesting nationality to have come through. I think he was a Nottingham Forest youth player, didn't make it into their ranks, didn't even make it on loan anywhere. But I can see some potential there. Decent player. I could play in midfield or in centre back. It was actually his deep line playmaker role I was looking at originally. So he has some good stats for that. Possibly not as a centre back due to his height. I know 5'10" may not seem like a small height at all, but just for a centre back, it's a little bit lacking. So we are just about to head into our first fixture, which is against York City in the National League. Just thought I'd quickly show you guys the friendly so far. You can see we kind of won all of them except for the one against Wickham. That was a tough one. Just so happened to be that obviously Wickham are a team 2 leagues above us. It was always going to be tricky. But I think we've refined the tactic a little bit. You can see we conceded a few times, but I'm hoping we've got it down to a T now. And yeah, game against York City next. So you can see being in the National League, you only get 5 substitutes. I'm partially tempted to take off even having a goalkeeper as a substitute. I probably will, to be honest, and just get an extra player in there. You can see as well, if you're keen-eyed, that Rohan Ince has had a bid. I did offer him out for 60,000. Got an offer of 51,000 with a little add-on from, who was it? Cheltenham. Cheltenham arranged that, and they wanted to arrange a friendly on top of that, so I said yes to that. It was decent money for what we're going to get, and then we can reinvest that once again. He is on fairly high wages if we have a look. Yeah, he's on £950. It's a bit more than I'd really want to be paying anyone. So probably, you know what, we'll do it now. We will put on Gregor Cox because I don't have anyone who could help in the wing-back position. So there we go. This is our team to face York City, and we need to get off to a great start to settle things for this season run. So here we go, the preview lineup. Nobody I really recognise there. Kroll was someone we had inquired, their centre-back. I was just about to take him on trial when they signed him straight away. kind of wish I'd just gone for the contract offer. But you know what? Sometimes just can't help it. See, Solihull Moors have already played against Aldershot and won. It was a 1 goal difference. Okay. Let's put ourselves to the top here. Always forget to put on any of my different things. It was TV. We want the camera height to be there, camera zoom to be there, and speed. I like to have it a couple ticks up. Everyone's got their own preferences with these kind of things. So we've not got off to the best start in possession I just saw there. Probably need to just work on that a little bit. Oh, Wilkinson allowing John Lewis to get through. Arthur Reed gets that after we've cleared it. But we are back and forth at the moment. Wilkinson again allowing to get through. Maybe we need to change that position. Maybe a ball playing defender on cover is not good because he's not good at playing it. That's the honest truth. Let's have a look at that. Let's just change him to central defender. Let's just have them all on defend, I think. Yeah, we'll keep them all on defend for this first match. Just until we get to grips with a 3 at the back lineup. There we go. Another York highlight. It's cleared away. Can we actually do anything with the clearance? No, we can't. We've allowed them to get back in, but it is it's not even on target. What was I going for there? Right, out from the back, not playing it how we've asked for it to be played. I've asked for him to play out from defence. That was definitely not that. Right, we have received the ball once again. Wilkinson trying to find a pass, and Nelson puts it forward. My sound's cut out. I don't know why there. We keep hitting it forward. I've asked for short passing. I don't like this style of play. Gonna have to look at that because they just keep hitting it upfield, and that's not what I want. Again, he's gonna do it again, isn't he? Yeah. They're just trying to find Daly. They found him this time. What can he do with the ball? He gets tackled. That's not a great start. They've hit it back to the goalkeeper, and Daly's taking it. He goes for the shot, and it's well over. I'm gonna have a look at the tactics then. So I had a look at the tactics, and there was nothing there to suggest that should be hitting it like that upfield with the passing. We're going to go a bit more cautious now, just going to be a bit sceptical about the lack of possession. Right, half-time, we're going to have to make some changes. Neither team really performed that well. We had so many good opportunities in friendlies. I guess I was against weaker opposition, but I thought we'd still be in a decent position coming the first half. Let's see what we can change. So you may notice some slight changes. We've just changed our roles and how they are. So we put the wing-backs on attack now. Bring more players forward, which you don't really have. Gonna go back to balanced as well. Gonna put Wilkinson on cover, just so he's a bit deeper than McNerney and Nelson. And everything else should remain the same. We'll see if we get anything from this. We have a highlight straight in from kickoff. A lot better passing this time, although we've hit it up. Is Daly going to receive it in the box? He does. He puts it through, and nobody is there to get it. Lofthouse, though. Oh, can't get it back in the box there. We highlight continue. Oh, I thought the highlight continued. There, Football Manager catch me there. So again, we start the highlight of just booting up field. I'm going to have a look at this, see what is causing this. And they have got John Lewis, who's received the ball in the box. He's put it forward to go. Ross gets down to catch it, though. I need to look at what is going on with these passes. This is not how we're set up to play. Gonna change to hit early crosses, only to see if this can get us anything. Gonna put the tempo up. I'm gonna take Corboa off, I believe. Yeah, and put Grego Cox there. Just not performing very well in that position. May have to look at taking James Daly off. Yard takes the free kick and it hits the crossbar. Oof. Take James Daly off for Sewell. See if Sewell can actually do anything for us. Vulcan's not playing as well, so let's get Casey on. And that's basically our substitutes used. Let's see if we can actually get anything out of this now. Loftus throws into Grego Cox. Can he get a cross in? He does. Sewell can't be the one to receive it, though. And now York breaking forward. Can we put in a tackle to stop them? They're passing it between them. Hancock's going for the shot from outside the box. Nothing there, though. Sound is cutting out a lot, but I don't know why. Now we're into the 80th minute, and York on a attack high up the pitch. We've managed to header it towards each other's. Not English. We have managed to kind of hit it back and forth. We're not wanting this to happen, though. We want it to settle down on the player's feet. But John Lewis gets the header, and it is a goal to York. But it's been called back for offside. Oof. This has been a tricky one. The highlight goes to us this time. After crosses it in for Johnson. Johnson! Tyreek Johnson! First goal of the season, of course. And he gets a lovely header. And that puts us in the lead in the 82nd minute. Lofthouse, just an amazing cross there. And I don't know what their centre-back Dyson was doing, but he just kind of flopped down. And that's cool as you like. We are doing really well now in this latter half of the second half. And Gregor Cox pushing forward. He goes for a shot. Hits the defender and it's gone out for a corner. Is anyone going to take it? There we go. Rolls on the corner. Who's he going to find in the middle? He's not doing anything at the moment. There we go. Crosses it in. He doesn't find anyone. Reed on the edge of the box. Passes it back to Rolls. He's probably going to send it into the middle again. No. Finds Reed once more, who can't find the pass. And that is a kind of dead highlight, unfortunately. Here we go, out from the back. We've hit it far forward there. And Sewell's got the keeper. I don't know what he was doing. Oh, we couldn't exploit that, unfortunately. Wilkinson carefully on a yellow card and nearly takes down their striker. They've hit it forward once again. Wilkinson receives it. Luckily, he's doing really well interceptions, but we've just been intercepted by Pybus. Thomas now going forward. Swings an absolute menace of a shot. And it was just straight away deflected. But now it's their corner. We've only got 3 extra minutes after this. We just need to keep it out. We're 1-0 up. This is a great start so far. Lofthouse just boots it wide for a corner. We'll take that. We'll take that. No risks needed here. BR puts it in. Wilkinson. Great clearance away, but it's not enough. Again, they're on the attack. John Lewis can't get to it. Reed hits it away. Johnson hits it away. We are back and forth. McNerney gets it away. And oh my god, we are just non-stop clearances. The final minute now. Sewell tried to get across in there. It's deflected. We've got a lot of deflections happening in this game. A lot of attempted shots there. A bit wayward. I think they're calling for a corner, basically. Ross collects it and it's over. We get a 1-0 victory in our first game. That was a good result. It was a bit sketchy at points. You know, we've maybe not had as many shots as we'd like. But that was a good game. You can see Craig Ross, best performer. He kept us in that. Great stuff. We'll praise them. It was a good match. So I should have looked at the season preview. And from the signings we've actually got key players. And we should be aiming for 3rd and York at 15th. So maybe not as good a result as I was hoping. We'll just have to take that and work on that tactic still. Oh wow, so we've had a decrease to transfer revenue retained, so we're at 0% now. So if we sell, well, we are selling in, so we're going to get nothing from it. It's probably going to help pay back the chairman his 50k. So I said I was only going to do the one match, but I'm loving having this series started, so we're going to do a second one against Dagenham and Redbridge, who are currently in 2nd. We've only made one change. Sam Allardyce is going to start, and that's because McNerney has got injured. So let's just get into this. Oh, sorry, Gregor Cox as well is also starting because unfortunately Tyreek Johnson, our only goal scorer, has got injured as well. Painfully, yeah. It shouldn't have happened, and I can't believe we've got quite a few injuries considering we don't have many players. Yeah. Well, I don't know what else to say. But yeah, we're going to do a second game. So here we go. Almost the same. We've made some tweaks like I did during the game, so hopefully they're a bit more beneficial to us now. You can see they want to show us. Yeah, it was just as away team. I'm assuming that means they were the away team. You can see they had a goal difference of 2. Not much difference at this point in the season. You know, we've only all played one game. But yeah, let's hope this can be a good one. So I actually realised this is a highlight straight off kickoff. I'm hoping it's in our benefit, and I don't want to see Dagenham and Redbridge get anything from this. We nearly forgot their name. A lot of the teams I don't know at this level. Ooh, this is a risky play there, but we've still got the ball. Okay. Gregor Cox, Lofthouse, hits it well forward. Can Daly get onto that? He does. Passing to Gregor Cox. He's going to go for the shot. He does. He floats it. Hits the post. Oh my word. What a play that was. A good start for the team. This time, though, we're not in possession. We try to hit it forward, even though I've got them a short pass, and Balanta hits it well over. In from the cross, Vokins is going to put it into the middle. Who'd he find? Nelson, but it goes over the bar. A lot more attacking this time, and I'm liking it. This is what we wanted in that last game. Right, we've headed it down, but it's gone to Robinson. Rolls intercepts, but it's not enough. And Dagenham back in possession. Vokins intercepts that through ball. But we're still hitting it so high up, and I don't know why, and I don't know how to avoid it. Allardyce tries to hit it out. Doesn't clear. Ballantra. Oh, that was as close as you like. Ross coming in amazingly. They've got a free kick. It hits the wall. Highlights are never ending at this point. Korba just hits it away. Again, they've got another free kick. They were dangerous from that last one. This time, though, Corboa receives the clearance and he pushed forward. It's 3v2. What he used to Daly is not great. It was awful. That was awful pass. Grego Cox in the middle just keeps the possession. We've both had 3 shots, none on target so far. Again, they've crossed in. Ross receives it. Ross, being our star man from the last game, is also doing some great saves in this game. There time, we've hit it out from the back. That's what I like to see. Has he found Daly? He's found. He has, but it's just not quite there. What a ball from Vokins. And we're again into another highlight. Daly being the centre of focus as the striker, which is exactly what I needed from an advanced forward. Not looking to change his role yet. He's done really well at creating opportunities. Allardyce clears it again. He's doing really well so far as that left centre-back. A wayward clearance from Wilkinson. I think he was trying to find Daly, but there was far too much power behind it. They've hit it forward, Balanta. Wilkinson gets the ball. Once again, we're in possession with Wilkinson being the man who can get his head up highest. Rolls now, finds Daly in the middle. Can Daly slot it in? He does! It's off the keeper, but it is in. Daly's first goal of the season. Jack Rolls with a great assist there. So Rolls just gets him in the space, sorry. And Daly just flicks it over the shoulder of the keeper. I think it was heading in anyway. I don't think the deflection made much difference. But 1-0 Woking against Dagenham and Redbridge. Out from the back, Wilkinson hits over to Daly. Grego Cox puts it to... tries to find the right wing back. Who have I got there? I've already forgotten. Lofthouse. That was it. Getting to grips with who I've got where. Nelson, gotta be careful with this one. He does hit it forward. Jack Rolls has it. Grego Cox finds Daly. What a ball can Daly do? Then the keeper goes early. And it's cleared on the line by Dagenham. We were so close there. We have got a highlight straight off the throw-in. Volks puts it in. Nobody finds it. Have we got enough players back? McCallum is going to try and find his forward. It's Walker. He's on the edge of the box. Is he going to put a pass? And he does. We're looking a bit hairy there. And again, Balanta in the middle. I've said his name about 3 different ways now. We're just not getting a strong enough clearance away, but the highlight ends. Allardyce tries to find a Daly again. I'm needing to have a look at what our centre-backs are doing from there. Still 1-0 up for us, of course, which is a position we need to be in. I thought we might struggle against this team, but we've not so far. We've actually been in control. You can see some green ratings already there. Jack Rolls at 7.6 has been a catalyst in midfield. Wilkinson looking to play it from the back once again. It's to be honest, I'm glad we have the 3 at the back. They've had enough players to receive balls. And look at that, Lofthouse was in a great position to cross it in, but he just hits it in front of Daly, and Justin can come out to receive that. Once again, they're going to come out on the attack. You can see the front 3 moving forward to like a striker-like position, and Corboa just kind of bobbles that into the bottom corner. I kind of wasn't really talking about it because I didn't think it was going to come of anything. Lofthouse, though, comes forward, finds Grego Cox, and yeah, I don't think even the keeper expected that. Managed to get through the 3 defenders that were around him. I was 2-0 up. Allardyce to Corboa, rolls, finds Daly once again in the middle, and Daly can't keep his shot down. So as we go into half-time, we're actually at the top of the table as it stands, unless anyone can get any better results than we can, which can tell them we're doing well. I'm loving life at Woking so far. I hope the Mclaren boys are out here supporting us. It's the reason I'm in Woking. So this highlight, off kickoff, once again, Gregor Cox in plenty of space, but oof, that was a horrible volley. I do have to remember, this is National League level football. Shots are going to be a bit wayward sometimes. Lofthouse swings in for Corboa, but not there to receive it. The defence seems to be really good at heading, and their jump reach probably quite good. As it should be at this level, that's what you look for. So I might have to look for maybe low crosses. To be fair, that's what we've scored. Yeah, let's change that before the highlights over. Probably going to regret this. Let's go with low crosses, see if that helps us. Dagenham with a wayward shot there. That was Walker, I think. Finds Vokins on the sideline. He goes for a floating cross, but it's cleared completely. No surprise there. Luckily, I find that the Dagenham are struggling to find space behind our three centre-backs. And then they get out to the wing-backs, and we have plenty of space out there for them to run through. Jack Rolls trying to find again our play in the middle. And I've just talked about space, and Walker's got round. But I think we got a deflection. Was that Allardyce? Did Sam Allardyce come back and block that? Amazing. Okay, up until that point, they'd found no space. Oof, so close. Our defence playing its part at the moment. You can see Wilkins' 7.6 is really good. Clearance there. I wasn't sure who he was landing on. Lofthouse to Rolls, but it's going back for Daly. He's very far back. He's not even attempted to run forward, and Balanta, Ross, the deflection off our centre back, and Ross just recovers it there. We're gonna have to make some substitutions soon. A lot backwards and forwards highlights here. Daly's found the space. He is in space. Is he gonna convert it? No. Does he convert that? So I'm gonna have to take. Oh, I can't even take Wilkinson off. He's only got an injured player for replacement. I don't want to really do that. Arthur Reed, we'll take Kellerman on. We're going to put this onto a... yeah, we'll put onto a support role. See if we can just get a little bit of difference there. From the corner, nothing happens there. Allardyce receives it. It gets it to Nelson. But again, these headers going... what would you call it? Ping-ponging back and forth. Can't think of the words there. Good recovering Gregor Cox. We nearly lost the ball again, although in the middle it's not found. And plenty of space for Walker. Can't convert it though as Ross. It makes a great save. That corner's on the wrong side. Do we miss maybe something in between the highlight resend? Did they get another corner? Into the middle, and we've cleared it. Sam Allardyce going out to meet Balanta. Keeping them well away from our box now, but he's driving forward. They're finding little passes. Nothing comes of it though. It's straight into another highlight. There's a lot in this game. I expected the second game to be similar to the first one, but it's been non-stop in this game. Lofthouse puts it for Corbeau, who finds Daly. Oh my... I first of all didn't expect Corbeau to get that, and I didn't expect Daly to receive it. Good stuff from Woking at the moment. Volkins is going to take it forward. He's been a great player so far. I think we've got him on a loan from Chelsea. And Corboa found the crossbar there. I didn't even expect him to take a shot from that kind of angle, but he did. Surely the highlight's just going to end. No, Gregor Cox can be not found in the box. Corboa with another audacious attempt. Christ, we have some shots and a half. We've had 16 shots, 4 on target. We're now going to try and work ball into the box. I'm not feeling so safe with some of these highlights. Rolls is in the box. I don't know what he was attempting there. Lofthouse got it back into the middle. Corboa was straight at the goalkeeper. That header, it was fairly easy for him. Lofthouse going to find a cross again, is he? No, he doesn't. Nelson sends it forward to Daly. Can't afford to be found, but then... Kellerman intercept the clearance, finds Daly just running through the defence, and that is a second goal for Daly today. What a ball. So you see Johnson clears it, Robinson goes to get it, but it's Kellerman to intercept and finds Daly. 3-0 to Woking. In the 80th minute now, I've only made one substitution. I'm going to make a couple more just to make sure nobody lacks in fitness. We're going to have to take McNerney on now. It's just the way we've got it laid out. Vulcan's getting a bit tired. It's actually Lofthouse who's really struggling now. But let's bring on Sewell for Greg O'Cox. Still remembering player names. If you hear me almost stop saying the name, I can process what their name actually is. Sewell finds Kellerman in the middle, who goes for a shot, which takes a deflection. We're going to get a corner out of that. Corboa to swing it in. Does he find anyone? Daly at the back post. Nope, cleared. Think that's probably going to be the end of the highlight. It is. We're still another highlight. We've got a minute to go. We have this secured now. Sure that they can't score 3 goals in a minute. Or could we get something else? Could Daly get a hat trick? We'll wait and see. We didn't make any plays through there. Just him doing some weird thing with his legs there. Oh, but they're through. McNerney with that injury struggled. And Omar Musa does score. I knew it might happen if we substituted McNerney on. He's just struggling with that injury, but we didn't want Wilkinson to risk an injury. So it was the better of two evils, really. 3-1 now. We should still have this game securely done. Another highlight. And it's just to blow the whistle. So there we have it. 3-1 to Woking. We were consistently in control of that match. And it was great to see us play like that. So I've got to talk with the team now. This is great. I think it's because we've sold Ince. Let's have a look. I don't even have a defensive midfielder. Oh, thank God for that. So I talked about saying that we had good depth and that we have young players coming up, and they've all been pleased with that. Thank God for that. I thought that was going to be a bad start to life here. So here we go. Just a quick look at the overall league. Obviously, second place from 2 games. Only 2 teams to have 2 wins in their first 2 games. That's us and Solihull Moors. I'm going to struggle with English city names. I don't know why. Scottish ones, easy enough for me, of course. English ones, the words just don't come out. Anyway, yeah, good start for us. And we'll continue on with that. So when we next come back, we will be looking at the Scunthorpe game. I'll then do what I did with the Man United save. We'll play a few games as highlights, and then you'll get to see a live com at the end of that. I've not chosen when I'm going to come back, but it could possibly be that Solihull Moors a game. Oh, I'm never going to get that right. Yeah, we'll just kind of play it by ear and see where we get to. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this episode. I really hope you enjoy this new series. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that really helps the video out. And I'll catch you guys in the next one of our Woking career. Take care.